Thank you for joining us for another informative, educational, and entertaining edition of Music and Medicine with Dr. Charles Modlin, kidney transplant surgeon, board-certified urologist, public speaker, and well-known community national leader for the elimination of health disparities, dedicated to informing you, the listening audience, about important health topics and health information that you, your family, and your community need to know, while at the same time providing you with quality entertainment, because music and entertainment is medicine. Dr. Modlin's co-hosts are Jerome Brown and registered nurse Jonathan Branch, and the program often includes special content expert guests. So, without further ado, here is the host of the show, Dr. Charles Modlin.
Hello, everybody out there in the listening audience, and I'm glad you tuned in for another rendition of Music and Medicine. That's MUZIC, Music and Medicine. This is where we talk about very important, sensitive health topics that you need to know about, and we infuse our medical discussions with some entertainment, music, and other entertainers. And today we actually have a very special guest. We're also going to be talking about a very important upcoming event. It's the Metro Health Minority Men's Health Fair. I know many of you have heard about that. We're actually celebrating our 20th year of the Minority Men's Health Fair. As you know, I started this health fair way back in 2003. We lost a couple of years due to COVID, but we're back in full strength. The health fair is going to be Saturday. This is the first time we're going to hold it on a Saturday. It's going to be Saturday, April the 27th. That's the last Saturday in April. It's going to be held at two simultaneous Metro Health locations, actually the Metro Health Cleveland Heights campus, and we're going to partner, and that's right across the Home Depot 10 Severn Circle. We're also going to partner for the first time with Cuyahoga Community College, that's Tri-C, down at their metropolitan campus. Again, this is an opportunity for all men, regardless of race, ethnicity, demographics. Even some women can attend, to come for these free community health screenings, health screenings literally from head to toe. We're drawing blood. We have physicians on hand from every medical specialty that you can think about, to provide you health education and physical health assessments. Again, it's all free. That's Saturday, April the 27th, between the hours of 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. You can come and stay the entire time. You can come attend for a portion of the event. There's a QR code for registration. There's a phone number, 216-957-3862. But quite honestly, the majority of individuals will simply show up on the day of the event. But feel free to use that pre-registration QR code or phone number. Pre-registering just actually gives us an indication of how many individuals are going to be coming, and it also can help expedite your registration when you get there. The registration is very quick and easy. It takes probably 2 or 3 minutes to register, even if you just show up. Free parking. We're going to have actually about over 100 external community organizations exhibiting and displaying and providing the health fair attendees with their health educational information and social services information that they can take advantage of. So we're going to get into that. But I wanted to bring in my co-host, Mr. Jerome Brown. Hey, what's going on, Jerome?
Doctor.
Hey. You doing okay? It's been a while.
A great day in the neighborhood, man. I feel great.
Oh yeah, I mean, I love your outfit there also.
Well, I had to do this for Black History Month. You know, these are on the final days of Black History Month. So what better way to, send it off with some African garments, Oh,
I agree. I need to get some African garments. Yeah. I visited Nigeria, I think it was 2015. That was quite an experience.
What was the most interesting thing about Nigeria to you?
So I went over there to do perform some kidney transplants, and I lectured at 2 different medical schools. But I did that 23andMe, genetic hereditary assessment, and I have a lot of roots in family roots come out of Nigeria. So it was just interesting to see where my ancestry comes from. I love the food also. I mean, tremendous food. But we were in Ibadan and Lagos. Really, I didn't know Lagos was that big. They had 28 million people in one city, Lagos.
Oh, wow.
So it was a little chaotic.
In comparison to Cleveland, where there's 300,000, 360,000 people. So
yeah, I used to live in New York City. I used to live in Chicago. I thought that was big.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what. And then we went out to the coast and had a nice dinner out there as well. But the food, I love. The people, everybody was super friendly also.
Okay.
So it was very memorable. I'd like to go back at some point.
Yeah. To the contrary of what we are all taught.
Yeah.
About the motherland, come from. We're taught a lot of times that it's barbaric and, there's a lot going on that we shouldn't be a part of. But again, there's certain parts that are great places to live and great places on this planet,
Oh, very, very much so. And I have a lot of patients who actually hail from Africa, various countries. And, so they have family over here, so they come visit and they'll come see me as well while they're here.
Yeah.
So they said they'll invite me back at some point, so that's
Not
great.
Bad, man. Not bad.
So Jerome, actually you were the star of the show last year and the year before of the Minority Men's Health Fair.
Oh, there you go, man.
you really were. I mean, the TV camera saw you. You did a great interview, spontaneous interview.
Yeah. So I look forward to doing more work over there at the Minority Men's Health Fair. I will be attending both locations with you as well.
Oh, good.
Kind of shadowing you through, and whatever you guys need from me, I'm there.
So we and you expressed very well when you did that TV interview as to why it's important. And again, the Minority Men's Health Fair, it's open to all, but we specifically are intentionally trying to reach men of color. African American men, Hispanic, Latino men, but especially African American men, Black men, because Black men have the highest incidence of healthcare disparities out of any group in the United States. Not only the highest incidence of a number of chronic diseases, but these health disparities actually culminate in a roughly 6 to 8 year shorter life expectancy in Black men compared to our white male counterparts. And as you know, Jerome, higher rates of high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, stroke, cancer, prostate cancer, twice the incidence of prostate cancer, twice the death rate from prostate cancer, colorectal cancer, lung cancer. I mean, the list goes on and on. Some rare diseases, cardiomyopathy, sarcoidosis, sleep apnea. Just literally, we see evidence of health disparities in every branch of medicine, in every specialty branch of medicine and surgery. But there's something that we can do about it. And this platform right here, we're trying to raise awareness in the community so the community understands that we are at greater risk. And there are a variety of reasons for that. A lot of the reasons, as you know, are related to what we call the social determinants of health, lack of access to healthcare, insurance, poverty, relative deficiencies in education, transportation issues, unemployment.
Another list, long list.
A long list, living in food deserts, living in areas in many situations where we can't really go outside and take a walk. So all these things contribute collectively. Predatory branding of tobacco products, for example. African Americans are, I think I saw the last statistic, about 98% or 95% of African Americans, when we smoke, we're more likely to smoke methylated tobacco products, which are more carcinogenic, toxic. And that's what leads to a higher incidence of lung cancer. Smoking also contributes to higher rates of colorectal cancer, prostate cancer, heart disease. But there's a lot of things that we can do about the death gap. A lot of the contributing causes of the higher rates of mortality are later stage presentations of disease. In many situations, we don't go to the doctor. And so when we are diagnosed, it's already advanced in many situations. So
I was telling you before, it's a fear.
Yeah.
Black men of color, are taught to be tough.
Yeah.
You'll make it through it no matter what. And when they see signs that their body is letting them know, they have a fear then, because they don't want to feel like they're human. Like, I can beat this no matter what it is. And a lot of times that leads to an early death for a lot of our family members. Well,
we're taught not to show any weaknesses,
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've been beat down and conditioned that way to think that way, that nobody really cares about us.
Yeah.
And we fall into that mental tunnel, and we never look back a lot of the times. So this platform is bringing that awareness up. So when you say that there are things that we can do, I say that there are things that we are doing, Doc.
Yes. I actually, and I've actually had several individuals out in the community, some of my patients, tell me they viewed this program, Music and Medicine, and they learned something they weren't aware of. They got a screening. They were found to have prostate cancer, colorectal cancer. So those of you in the listening audience, we would actually encourage you to spread the word about this program. It's going to be rebroadcast on an ongoing basis. So this information can be life-saving in many situations. You mentioned the M word, mental health, the mental health word. And especially Black men of color are often, they feel as if it's taboo to even talk about mental health or to suggest that they might have some stress, anxiety, depression, that kind of thing. And not taking care of your mental health can lead to physical manifestations of disease also. Chronic stress can potentiate diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease, stroke, of course. We actually have a 80% higher incidence of stroke. And then if we have a stroke, twice the incidence of dying from stroke and twice the incidence of having a recurrent stroke. So these numbers are nothing, it just boggles my mind, and the more I think about it, we as a society need to understand that this healthcare disparity situation is actually a national crisis, and I say that because when we're talking about health disparities, a lot of people say, okay, you're talking about an affliction of a minority, a smaller percentage of the population. Well, in the next 10 years or so, 15 years, we don't know exactly what we consider to be minority. Those we consider to be minority will actually become the majority percentage of the population, which then will mean that the majority percentage of the population will have a higher incidence of chronic health conditions, shorter life expectancy. That's going to compromise the growth potential, the economic growth potential of the entire nation, the viability of the workforce, the military or national security. Everything is going to be compromised, all sectors of society. So I'm actually on a mission, we both are, to get the word out that health disparities are a national health crisis. I actually have a campaign.
And we can take it further, Doc.
Yeah, we can take it further.
A world crisis.
Yes, it is.
These are the men and the leaders of these next families that are coming behind us.
Absolutely.
And if a lot of those children come up in homes where the men aren't there anymore because of a health disparity, that creates another problem. Now we're not breaking the cycle. So this is a world issue,
So, at the health fair, as I said, it's a comprehensive health fair. It's all free. We're not taking your medical insurance. You don't have to have medical insurance. We're not asking for anything like that. We're actually, when I say comprehensive, I literally mean head to toe. We're drawing blood. We're checking your kidney function. We're checking to see if you have diabetes. There's a test called hemoglobin A1C that measures your level of blood sugar control. We're checking your cholesterol, your calcium, your blood count. We're checking you for hepatitis B and C. You can opt. This is an option if you want to be tested for HIV. We're checking your urine for any evidence of blood or protein in the urine, which could be a sign of kidney disease, bladder cancer, kidney cancer. We're checking your vitamin D level. Actually, low vitamin D levels are prevalent in people with higher melanin levels, dark-skinned people. you need vitamin D it helps with your metabolism, your muscles, your nerves, your heart, functioning of your heart. It's a vital, it's
Right.
vital vitamin D. And, most African Americans should be on some kind of supplementation, at least get your vitamin D level checked. We're going to be checking for that. So, again, this is an opportunity we want people to take advantage of, regardless of your race or ethnicity. Now in our 20th year, I want to show you something. Hey, what? And you know what? You know what? I'm special, and I'm saying that because
wow.
Look at that.
20 years. That's the Silver Bee Humanitarian Award too, ain't it?
Yeah. Have you ever seen anything like that, Jerome?
It's a beautiful award, Doc. It's a beautiful award. That looks like a picture right now. It don't even look like a video. It looks like a classic picture with you holding that.
Well, we have a special guest who actually presented me with this, but I think I'm the only one who got one, right?
I don't know about that, Doc. Because I'm a pretty special guy in our next guest's eyes too. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They see you on TV all the time, but I be in the streets. So
Okay.
Look, it's so special to me that I still have it wrapped up.
Okay.
That's how special this is to me.
Man, I thought I was the only one. No.
Look at this. Look.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we were actually down there together, and it was quite an honor for us to be able to receive that. Down at the Rock Hall. Was it last August? I think it was.
Beautiful, man. Look, I got fingerprints and everything on mine, man. I've been handling mine.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I was actually honored also to be able to meet your mother for the first time. Yeah. Very, very classy, special lady.
Yes, I appreciate that, man. So
that was during the celebration of the 50th year of hip hop, also, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. 20 years for NERVE DJs and 50 for hip hop. So I mean, that was epic event.
Yeah,
epic. I really enjoyed that event. I don't go out much, but when somebody like that invites you out, it's a no-brainer. I got to be there.
So it was Johnny Horton who actually personally invited us. And he's our special guest. We've been trying to get he's been very busy. We understand that, but we've been trying to get him on for 2 years now?
But again, it was well worth the wait.
Oh, absolutely.
When somebody like this spends some time, give you any 30 minutes, an hour of their time, man, because this guy's all over the place. You must take it.
But I'll tell you, this recognition was one of my greatest honors. And actually, Johnny O and I, we have a special relationship. I'll let him mention that if he so chooses. But rather than me trying to introduce him, we actually have a tribute video that was actually played down at the Rock Hall that I think it does him much more justice than anything I could do as far as making remarks. Is that okay if we play that tribute video?
Yeah, heavy video, man.
Yeah.
DJ coalition in the history of mankind, the mighty NERVE DJs. NERVE gonna make some noise. My name is the face of the franchise, Sugar Booger. I'm gonna be taking you through this evening when we do the old school, when we do the new school, when we got MCs, DJs, we got the entire land. Look at it, Cleveland right now. Tonight, we are the epicenter of hip hop in the entire world, and we're doing it big. I want to give roses to Cleveland tonight, because a lot of people doubted Cleveland hip hop back in the day. A lot of people wouldn't let us in the door. I won with a DJ that kicked the door in and made a way for Cleveland hip hop.
It was all working. John brought the city out. That's all that, and that's the best way I can put it. John brought the city out.
This weekend has been epic. 216 Legends of the Land, NERVE DJ's 20th year anniversary. Listen, it's been epic. I appreciate everything. I appreciate everybody coming out. When Cleveland came up together, we was together. That's what it's all about. One.
Cleveland, man.
Cleveland, man.
So hey, that's what it's all about, you know.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And we have the man in the house, Johnny O. Are you there?
Here, Dr. Modlin.
Hey,
And Jerome Dollar Bill Brown.
Woo, 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 woo.
What's happening?
What's
How y'all
up, man?
feeling today?
we're feeling great. We're feeling great. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
That
Thanks for
video
being with us.
always brings tears to my eyes. So I'm an
Well, that's
emotional type of guy, you know.
Yeah, that's like almost 50 years of work wrapped up in a 2-minute video.
2-minute video, yeah.
Yeah. You told us that you started DJing back in 1977.
June the 10th of 1977.
Oh wow.
I know the exact date because we had just got out of school for summer break.
And I think you said how old you were.
I was 15 years old.
15 years old. Wow.
62, and I'm still doing it.
And you're still doing it. Wow.
Well, check out John.
Huh?
How was that set? Give us a little bit of a quick little rundown of how that very first set was.
My set is of DJing.
June 10th.
Oh, June the 10th. This is how it broke down. I used to always ride dirt bikes, doing wheelies, showing off for people on the street. And my downstairs neighbor had just came home from the service. So that Saturday, he brings out his DJ equipment on the front porch. And everybody who was watching me went to our yard and started dancing in the front yard. And I threw down my motorcycle and said, "Oh, you got to teach me how to do this."
Oh.
And I've been DJing ever since. So
Where was that at? Where in the city was that at?
on Ashburton, right off of St. Clair and Hayden.
Wow.
Yeah. You know where Hayden runs into St. Clair?
Yeah.
The first street before you cross over Hayden.
Crazy.
Ashburton. Yeah.
No.
Sure enough.
Yeah, they said he brought out the city, Jerome.
He
brought out the
literally
city.
did. And he brought out people that wasn't even from the city. A lot of people
Oh, yeah.
came from out of town. Like a lot of people.
Live.
Yeah. Yeah.
20-year anniversary at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That was a dream I thought up in 2017.
Wow.
Yeah.
My wife Monique and I was like, we got to do it big for the
For number 20.
18-year anniversary. No, 18.
Okay.
And the Rock said, "No, we're already booked for that weekend." So I said, "Well, what about 2 years out for the 20-year anniversary?" And they said, "Well, it's open." So I put the deposit down and we took off and did it. Everybody thought I was crazy for wanting to do it, but it turned out just the way I wanted it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Watching that film is like watching, for me, watching the 2016 NBA championship run of the Cavs. Every time you see it, it gives you goosebumps.
yes.
You know what I mean? And I see that impact that it has on you every time you see that, man.
I can't help it, but it was my baby. So
It's gratitude.
yeah.
So
a lot of history.
yeah, so who are some of the guys that came back for that celebration?
We brought in Cool DJ Red Alert from New York City, a well-known radio DJ for 47, 48 years on the radio out of the Bronx. Man, I can't even remember all the people we brought in. We had Twister in town. We had Johnny on the Sorcerer Crew there, MC Chill, Scratchmaster L. The NERVE DJs was there heavy from all over the country. We brought in Prince Market Jacobs from Georgia, who was the young kid that rapped. And he rapped all weekend somewhere. Everywhere we was at, he rapped. So
Right.
it was a great. We still talk about it. Matter of fact, we just talked about it earlier today. So it was a great experience. The team loved it. My wife loved it. We had a good time. At one point in the night, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame came over to shut us down. He said, "You told us 300 people." He said, "You got almost 1,000 people." Matter of fact, it's 954 or something like that people in here, and they charged me for it. So, but it was worth it. So
At this point, what you want me to do, man? You know,
yeah, I said, hey, just don't let nobody else in.
That was a good problem to have.
It was very good to have.
Yeah.
Better have
was-
more than a couple 20 people sitting in there and all that money. So
For
It was a perfect day for it. Also, I mean, it was
Oh,
beautiful weather, and you know, it was absolutely. And
the
you
reason
probably
I picked that weekend is because
Yeah.
excuse me,
okay.
used to be the Ohio Hip Hop Awards always through their events the third weekend of September. And it was always nice the third weekend of September. I don't think it ever rains on the third weekend of September. So I picked that day, that weekend.
So in 10 years, you're going to do it. You're going to have your 30th in 10 years. You're start planning your 30th.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're doing 21 in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Dope.
okay.
Yeah, August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in Las Vegas. I'm waiting on the radio station to let me know which hotel we're going to be at.
So we got to write that down, Jerome.
Oh yeah.
You're getting an invite.
Comp tickets, Doc. Comp tickets.
Y'all comping my tickets. Yes, sir.
Carry on back. I'm in there, baby.
Yeah, because American Airlines just went up on their
It went
baggage
up.
fees.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you, we have this Minority Men's Health Fair coming up. If we can announce that you're going to be there also, that's going to draw in more guys to come as well.
Yeah, when you were saying the date, I was just thinking that's my father-in-law's birthday.
Oh.
And I was going to tell my wife we should take your dad down and be at the Minorities Men's Health Fair.
That'd be fantastic. Yeah, this is our 20th year.
Birthday as well.
20 years. That's your father's birthday too?
Yep.
On the same day.
April 27th.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And my sister's birthday.
Wow.
So, yeah, but she lives in, where does she live at now? Atlanta. Yeah.
Atlanta. Okay.
One of my older sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So this is going to be the first time we're going to be on a Saturday. I hope, I don't know, hopefully we're going to have a good turnout on a Saturday. It's always been on a Thursday, but
Right.
I think this is actually we're going to add a couple more hours to it also, so people will have more time, to get all their health screenings. The major objective, and we're going to have some health talks, but the major objective is to get in, register, get your blood drawn, give your urine sample, go see the doctors.
Right.
Try to be prepared. Try to write down any questions you might have. Don't be afraid to ask questions. We're going to have rooms, confidential, private rooms also if you want to go in and ask a confidential question.
Okay.
Men have particular issues that they don't like to talk about, publicly. We're going to be addressing some of those issues as well.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, and the other thing, I always want to give a shout out to the women out there because, and I didn't realize that it was a learning curve for me. It took me a couple of years to realize this. A lot of the women are the ones making the healthcare decisions for the family, and they are the ones that are getting the guys to come to the health fair.
Go get checked up. Yeah.
Yeah, go get checked up. Yeah.
That's how it was with me going to get my kidneys checked up.
Yeah.
My wife said, we're going to see the black doctor at the Cleveland Clinic. Let me look up his name.
Okay.
I hear all these stories about him. And that's when we came down. So
Wow.
I'm glad you did.
that was almost 11 years. This year would be 11 years. So
yeah. So I don't know if everybody knows the story that you had and you don't mind me, you've told the story publicly. You had a kidney transplant. Yeah.
Yes. Told it today at the barbershop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
2011, my kidney started going down real bad. Percentage was way down. I think I was at my 50th birthday, 2012. My daughter Patrice told me, she said, I'm gonna get tested when you be able to get transplant, and I'm gonna be your donor. The year after, June, the middle of June, she texted me, said, Daddy, I'm a 85-90% match. And my first cousin on my mother's side tested the same day, and she was right there. But Dr. Modlin said, let's go with the younger kidney. So we go with the younger kidney, and the kidney's been working perfect. I mean, great. And I just thank Dr. Modlin for, because my potassium levels had went up the day of the surgery. And I remember Dr. Modlin said, we're going to do this transplant today. I don't care what. We're doing this transplant today. Take him upstairs and put him on dialysis and get the numbers down. So, and that's what we did. And I woke up maybe 10. How long was it, Mo? 8 to 9, 10 hours? It was a long time. And it was the next day when I woke up. So
yeah.
Yeah, it was good. So
well, I mean, it was a great honor for me to be able to be your surgeon and be able to meet you and meet Patrice. I mean, that's a remarkable young lady to step up, for her to step up. And if I'm not mistaken, I think she tested without your knowledge initially, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to.
Yeah, because originally I didn't want my kids to even test. Because I was one of them black men, didn't do the research, and I was scared, she might not have enough whatever when she have her child.
To make it, right.
Yeah, so I said, I'll be all right. So, and she went on and tested anyway, and look, here we are now. She stayed in the hospital longer than I did. So, 'cause she had some issues afterwards.
The thing is, just so people know, there's different ways to treat chronic kidney disease, kidney failure, dialysis, but kidney transplantation is far superior in terms of outcomes. And again, it's still functional after 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
Because you took care of it. You've taken your medication, you've gone back to and taken care of yourself. And not everybody actually, complies necessarily. Sometimes they lose the kidney, they have rejections, but you've been right on top of this the whole time. Because you want your daughter's kidney to continue to survive.
Sure. I got to take care of that gem. That's a gem.
Yeah. She's part of you now. I mean, she's always been part of you, but even more so now.
I tell everybody I put that kidney in layaway.
Okay.
She'll be 40 years old this year. So wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Now, Doc, so everybody knows you performed the transplant removal on his daughter too?
Well, no, I think Dr. Fleckner did the donor.
Yeah, Fleckner did her.
Yeah.
He took it out of her. Dr. Modlin inserted it into me in the front.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody be like, look at the big old fat belly. No, that's my kidney up there.
Right.
No, it's working great. Actually, that's one thing we're testing for at the health fair: kidney function.
Okay.
I've seen individuals present with kidney failure, go to the ER and be found to have florid kidney failure. They didn't even know they had kidney disease.
Wow.
Generally it presents with certain signs: nausea, peripheral edema, swelling, shortness of breath, that kind of thing. But a lot of these conditions that I mentioned before, high blood pressure, diabetes, you don't have to have any signs or symptoms, pain, discomfort to have you could have very serious health conditions and not even know it. There are simple tests. And again, we part of the mission of this program, Music and Medicine, is to empower individuals with the knowledge that they need to know and actually go ask for screenings. If you're in your doctor's or advanced practice provider's office, if you feel that you're not being tested for something that you should be, based on the knowledge that you have, actually ask for it. There's nothing wrong to proactively ask your physician or provider to test you for kidney disease or diabetes or whatever it is. We want to arm individuals with the knowledge. Knowledge is power only if acted upon. So that's part of the major mission of this program, Music and Medicine. I think Johnny, there's another video that we'd like to show. Russell's our producer. If you can go ahead and show that next video.
Yeah, this is from the documentary.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, yo, did anybody go see the 216 Legends of the Land documentary that went down at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this past weekend? Did you hear about it?
Hey, the movie was amazing. Shout out to my man. Thank you. He did his thing, man. He did Cleveland proud with that. Great, man. Did a great job. Excellent job. Cleveland in the house.
Just an awesome night celebrating 216 Legends of the Land. That's right. Yes.
That was my job to make you proud. Did y'all see him proud? Did he still?
No, I'm so honored, man. Jay Kool and the team, really put it together. And, just really grateful, really thankful. And just, big ups, man.
You already know Cleveland, baby. You a legend.
216 Legends of the Land, NERVE DJ's 20th year anniversary. Listen, it's been epic.
Yo, what's up? This OG DJ Goldie Montana checking in for 216 Legends of the Land docu-series. Amazing, educational, inspirational, motivational, emotional. These are just a few adjectives to describe what you're gonna get when you watch the docu-series. They had a premiere screening and there wasn't a dry eye in the house at certain times. It wasn't a quiet moment when the laughter started. It started. This is just a fire documentary. Shout out to Jay Kool and his whole team for putting it together. If you get a chance, check it out.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
Jay Kool,
yeah,
they did a great job.
Hey,
He's working on the next.
Hey.
He put his foot in it.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
There I
On
go.
his cell phone. You finally waking up?
Yeah, man, I don't know how that happened.
So, yeah, speaking of the man who made 216 Legends of the Land, Jay Kool.
Jay Kool.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So how long did it take you to put that documentary together, would you say?
Oh, man, labor of love. Took like 7 years.
Oh, wow.
7 years.
Yeah, I started in 2016, and it just kind of worked out. John was like, "Hey, man, I'm at the Rock Hall. You want to show the film?" And I'm like, "You know what? Yeah."
Yeah.
So it worked out perfect. When I started it, I didn't know I was going to end on the 50-year anniversary of hip hop. So it kind of all worked out.
Wow.
Yeah. Organically.
Now we got to get the next 4 episodes ready.
Yep.
But persistence. I mean, it's a labor of love, like you said, Jerome.
Yeah.
And I mean, so much history there. What do you guys see the future of hip hop to be?
Wow. Country music. Look at Beyonce. Watch. She's setting a trend. Watch how many rappers switch up their genres.
Oh, wow.
They're going to go get that money, yo.
That's where the money at. I mean, country music, EDM. I've been telling artists, you need to make, when you get your single that you want, you should make a different genre version of it for everybody. Don't just do the trap version with all the cussing and everything. Make a different genre. Nobody wanted to listen to me, so now that Beyonce has done it, watch and see what happened over the next couple of years.
That's what like Flo Rida and Nelly, that's what they do.
Yeah.
And they make mega bucks from touring off that same song that you're talking about.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Nelly, yeah. Who called me earlier and said, I don't like this country rap stuff. I said, well, hey, it worked. It's working for Beyonce. She on the country charts. I said, it worked for Nelly. Country charts, country tour. I said, you can't take it away from them.
Wow.
You play it, they going to like it. You build it, they going to come.
Yeah.
She built it. Her and Jay sat back and said, this is what we're going to do. We're going to shock the world. If Taylor Swift can come out and do everything we do, let's do what she did.
Exactly.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's why she was wearing them cowboy hats.
Wow.
She's from Texas, so ain't nothing but cowboys down there.
Yeah.
Houston too.
So Jay Kool, tell us about yourself. How did you get into this business? How long you been in the business? And
I started off as an artist for sure. I was one of the first people in the first group to get a deal in Cleveland history. We signed in '91 to Profile Records. I actually end up living with Outkast and at the Dungeon for a year or two, not a year, a couple months when they made Southern Playalistic. Did independent stuff, and then I was messing with John this whole time, like either NERVE DJs or as a DJ, like, hey John, I need promo. Yeah. And then recently here, getting up in age, I was like, everybody can't be a rapper or a DJ. Somebody has to tell the story. We need more people to tell the story, to document our history.
Yeah.
So I kind of switched to film and kind of like this lane now.
Yeah, no, thank you for doing that. I mean, it's just, we need to know the history.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, needs to be, you know, laid out there where people, especially these young people, need to see. You know, a lot of the young people think that the new artist invented everything. You know,
Right.
yeah, they don't know where
Exactly.
it came from. Yeah.
And even as Clevelanders, y'all, like that's one of the hardest things it was to do the doc was gathering pictures and video. Like there was no video or pictures of veils and the Q5 and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, we got to fix that moving forward. We should be documenting everything.
Yeah.
You got to remember, wasn't too many cell phones out when we was partying at Vales and Beckman Hall and things of that nature.
That's kind of a good thing.
Yeah, you're right. So there was dirty dancing going on in there.
Oh, man. Everything was dirty.
So Jerome, I got to thinking, we got Jay Kool, we got Johnny O. What kind of a hip hop or rapper nickname can I have? I mean,
let me see. Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday. Oh, C-Mod, okay.
Grandmaster C-Mod.
Oh, okay. We got to write that down. Okay.
Grandmaster C-Mod.
I like that. I'm going to write that down.
I'm calling you that on the 27th.
Okay. Okay.
They're going to look at him like, who? Doc, you rapping now?
Okay. So Jay Kool, you know what? I've actually wanted to produce a documentary about my career, you know, the Minority Men's Health Fair, the work we're doing in the community, that kind of thing. And it'd be great to be set to music, you know, some of that music that, you know, that
I'll have no problem helping you out. And like I said, we definitely need to document more. Just stuff like you said. Y'all been doing it for 20 years. You should have 20 years of footage or pictures. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, you know, we're saving lives.
Right.
And again, like even an endorsement from you and Johnny O and you know, Jerome to encourage the guys to get out there and get screened, get checked out. You know, I've actually heard it said this way: black men, or I hate to say it this way, but I've heard it said this way: black men are rapidly becoming an endangered species.
Wow.
You know, because of the higher rates of chronic diseases and the death gap.
Right.
You know, we have the shortest life expectancy out of any group in the United States. You know, so and we don't have to accept those statistics. There are things that we can do. So I always say everybody also can be a healthcare provider just by telling somebody else or encouraging somebody else to get screened.
Yes.
You know, by telling them a bit of information, or, you know, have you had your prostate checked? You know, black men should start screening for prostate cancer at age 40. White men, unless they have a strong family history, don't have to start getting screened until age 55. 15-year differential based on the fact that we are at greater risk. A lot of it's genetics, hereditary, you know, predisposition.
Yeah, diet.
Combinations of both. Yeah. See, actually, that's I'm glad you mentioned that, Jerome, because the incidence of prostate cancer in black men in the motherland, Africa, is much less than what we see here in America. And a lot of it's related to the Western diet.
Good diet.
Oh, for sure.
Smoking as well. So, I mean, there are things that we need to do. You know. So actually, I think.
Go ahead. Oh, you have something to say?
I want to send me any flyers, information that you want us to promote, and I will put it in promotion.
Okay.
And I'll promote it so much you'll get tired of seeing it.
Oh, we're never going to get tired of seeing you, or, you know, we appreciate it. But you know, a lot of it's by the word of mouth. I mean, we do TV, right, you know, radio, et cetera, this program, but most of the guys hear about the health fair from guys like you, word of mouth.
Right.
And, you know, it's one thing for me to put on a white coat and suggest or encourage guys to come. It's another thing for them to hear it from guys like you also, you know. So
well, I'm on it, Doc. I may need you to come and speak to some of the students that we're having at the NERVE DJ Institute. So
okay.
So
Anytime.
let's make it work. You know,
anytime.
Whatever you're doing, I'm down with it. So,
yeah. Hey, Jerome.
Or
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm anytime you need me to come speak, I'm there, you know.
Well, we're moving into our new offices this weekend. And we got to clean up and get everything set up. So we're going to have a grand opening probably in May.
Okay.
I want to bring the whole city out again.
Right.
So our new office is really nice, really, really nice.
Okay.
And we'll take it from there.
So I don't know if Jay Kool, if he saw these.
I think Jay
Oh man, I got one. Hold on.
You got one.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. What you doing? Where you at, Kool?
Oh.
He had to turn around and get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all
Very
three of y'all
near
got
and
it. Wow, look at that.
We all three got them. Yep.
Everybody got one but me.
Okay. Well, you gave them out
one time.
Yeah.
Well, I gave myself one about 14 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Jerome, actually, I don't know if Johnny O and Jay Kool know about your not-for-profit that you do.
Yeah, Johnny's been. That man's like family to me. You know, he's been watching me for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah. You know, I was into music years ago, and I grew up. I didn't, it wasn't successful as I had wanted it to be for everybody. But that doesn't mean we're not supposed to succeed. So Johnny told me, he said, look, man, he told me straight up, I got my eye on you. And that's his exact words. And throughout these years, all the 10 years later, because I was at the 10-year marker, 10 years later, he presented me with the Silver B Humanitarian Award. And I remember that day he told me he had his eyes on me. And I'm forever grateful for that. Because there's not a lot of people who truly mean what they say. They'll tell you something just because it sounds good. But when a guy like that stands and sticks to his word, that's probably one of the best awards I'll ever have from anyone. You know, so no dollar amount. I call it no money down. Stuff like that is sincere. No money down. You know, so
from the heart.
From the heart. All three of us kings here, leaders here, received an award from that guy right there.
Yeah.
And it stems from your wife and your daughter, your wife especially, telling you, we got to get up here and get this checked out.
Yeah, yeah.
None of this may not even have been this way if that move hadn't been made then.
Yes, sir.
You know, so it's just a blessing, man. I'm one of the younger guys. Probably Jay may have a year or two on me, but to be able to look at all three of you guys as mentors and cornerstones of the city is, I call it giving you your trophies. I don't give flowers. I give trophies because you're guys. You know, everybody says, I don't want no flowers. Give me a trophy, man. You know, too soft for me. Get the ladies their flowers, but you
Give
guys
me my trophy.
all with trophies, lifetime achievement trophies for me to you guys because you're great.
And you're giving back, and you have a not-for-profit where you give back to kids also every year.
Yeah, it's called From the Soul Foundation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good. So how many events you do a year?
I only do 3.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't want to cheapen the event or water myself down.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a lot of money to do these giveaways, actually. You don't know that until you get into it. Like,
oh, yeah.
How is it costing me money? It's costing me thousands of dollars. It don't make no sense. But the work is true and it's authentic. So that dollar amount is the same amount I used to spend in the clubs and stuff like that I have to come out of.
Right.
So I had to look at it. What would you rather do? Buy drinks for you and your crew? Or would you rather do for some kids or do for somebody in need? And that was my choice. So I only do 3 a year. So the impact is real heavy on those 3. Yeah. Book bag event, which is at the end of August every year on 153rd and Kinsman. This year will be number 11. I do an event for Juneteenth called Ride for My City, which we line our cars up, we fill them up with essential goods, and we drive through every neighborhood in Cleveland on Juneteenth. And then I do the Christmas toy giveaway at the end of the year. Yeah, that's where we are with it. And then anybody asks me, they'll call and say, hey, man, I have an idea. I have the funding. Can you put it together? At that point, I'll put a Thanksgiving giveaway together. But those are funded by other people when I do another event. That's because they asked me to
help
put
out.
The cables on it. I put the cables on the event.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to do a whole show on that, Jerome. We need to feature you.
Yeah, but I don't like to talk about myself, Doc.
Talk about yourself. Yeah. You got to get the word out about your nonprofit.
Yeah.
Everybody tells me that.
Starting March the 4th, all I'm talking about is NERVE DJ Institute.
For sure.
Every time you see me, all you're going to hear is NERVE DJ Institute.
Yeah.
We're in a new place. We're in a new 13,000 square foot building.
Yeah.
So that's all I can do is talk about it.
For sure.
I ain't bragging. I'm just inviting y'all to come see what we got to keep the kids off the streets. So it's going to be nice. It is nice.
Yeah.
Yep. Creating a legacy.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's how it's done collectively. We use our own expertise to do whatever we can't do everything ourselves. We can't be everything to everybody, but there, even if no matter how large or how small, there's positive influence that we can make in the community. We can make a difference in especially kids' lives.
Sure.
Very important. So again, I just wanted to announce April the 27th, the 20th anniversary of the Minority Men's Health Fair. We're going to be at 2 separate locations. The Cleveland Heights Metro Health Campus, that's on 10 Severn Circle. We're also going to be at the Tri-C downtown campus. These are our flyers. Don't mind this guy's picture, on the back. They should have put Denzel or Jerome. They should have put your picture on there.
That ain't Denzel.
But so this picture is just to remind everybody that this is the same health fair that they've come to know and love and trust. It's all about building trusting relationships. This health fair, as I said, was established back in 2003. The picture's not there because I enjoy seeing my pictures. It's just there to remind everybody that this is the same health fair that they've come to know, love, and trust, and we're still here for you now over at Metro Health. So again, it's free, but we appreciate you guys coming on the platform. Anything else, Jerome? I know that I think there's one more video that we want to share.
We got one more video coming up.
Yeah, Russell.
Then we'll end with a couple of questions.
Talk to me a little bit about why it's important for you to be involved.
Well, it's the first time that G-Cuff and the NERVE DJ Institute have teamed up as 2 nonprofit organizations in the city of Cleveland. And we will be debuting the 216 Legends of the Land docuseries at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on their closing night, September 22nd. So.
Okay, talk to me a little bit about that. This is the first time I'm hearing of that.
Okay, it's the NERVE DJ's 20th anniversary. We've been together for 20 years, and I said we had to do the 20-year really big, so we rented out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You got to get your passes to get in. No cash at the door. So
Okay, plan ahead, people.
Plan ahead to get your tickets. It's 20 years. We're going to give away 50 awards for the celebration of 50 years of hip hop as well. So
absolutely amazing.
And I still have my special pass. I'm always going to keep this.
Thank you, sir.
So,
and it was actually 62 total awards that we gave out.
I was going to ask that.
62 total. I still have 7 in my garage because for people who couldn't make it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It was big, huge. So we got to get you 2 on NERVE DJ's radio, WNRV 1081, once we get up and running.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's do it. Look forward to it.
We'll set it up.
But we wanted to thank everybody out in the listening audience. I actually just wanted to remind everybody I have a book out there. Again, you got that good-looking guy on the cover. This is a book that I wrote specifically. It's a success navigation book. It isn't difficult to do it if you know how to do it. And it's I took about 4 years to write it. It's based on my yeah, Johnny O's got it.
Got it.
Yeah, right. It's based on my thank you. My lived experiences. I wanted to give back lessons I learned, growing up from my parents, my family, my community, my church, from mistakes I've made, from successes I've had. And I want to give that information back, lived experiences I wish, and a lot of information is contained in this book that I wish I would have known at a much younger age. It would have made my success journey a little bit more easy than maybe what it was. So I encourage teachers, parents, students, counselors to consider getting that book to help your students navigate their success journey. Anything else closing, Jerome?
Yeah, before we go, I want to ask Jay Kool a question.
Yeah.
What's up?
Through putting the docuseries together, what did you learn about Cleveland and what did you learn about the artists?
Oh man, that's a great question. I was actually I just learned that I learned something different about everybody on the first kind of episodes because I wasn't really in the graffiti scene or breakdancing scene, so I learned a lot about that. And just like some stuff with John, I learned something about everybody. That's why I knew it would be good because I'm like, if I'm learning something, I know everybody else should be getting something as well. On the next one's upcoming too. It's gonna be really cool because I kind of understand what's going on, but it's definitely a educational situation.
For sure.
He didn't know I was a graffiti artist.
Yeah.
But question,
did everything but breakdance.
Well, Jerome does breakdance, and I seen him. You're pretty good at it.
Here we go.
Yeah. But how can somebody go back and view that documentary now?
We're working on it now, trying to get a platform for it. But moving forward, we should be showing it either at G-Cuff, some episode at G-Cuff, or we'll have a streaming platform.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
Okay.
No, send me prayers up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And we'd love to have both of you guys back on the platform.
Anytime I'm free.
I'm down. And just real quick too, I do want to thank you for having the health services available because as Black men, I just got out of the crowd of I don't want to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
And we definitely got to shake that at a much earlier age.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a difference, and we don't have to accept these statistics that we're dying at such these young ages, and
right.
A lot of it's preventable. So I mentioned all the examples of healthcare disparities. We need to take one, health condition at a time. Make people understand that we are at greater risk, why we're at greater risk, and what we can do about it. So, and at the health fair, again, we're doing all these screenings for free. If you tried to schedule an examination with all these different specialists, it would probably take you 2 or 3 years, probably $10,000 or more, then we're doing it all for free. And actually, I'd be remiss if I don't thank the leadership of Metro Health or great CEO, Dr. Erica Steed. She's been at Metro Health now about 1.5 years or so. And her major mission, like mine, is elimination of healthcare disparities. Wow. So, Jerome, thank you for your support. We want to get you on TV again to give those testimonials, to encourage the guys to come out. And we hope to see everybody in the listening audience also. So again, thanks everybody for joining us. I think it's been a great informational program, entertaining to learn more about the history of the work that you guys have been doing in the community for essentially 50 years. So, and you got another 50 years to go. So,
yes, sir. For sure.
I received that.
Yep.
Guys, make a quick announcement.
Yes.
I'm working with 17 artists from around the country with a new song out called Just Be a G. And it's all praises due and given to my man Big Fever out of Las Vegas. This song is 9 minutes long, 17 rappers on it. So be on the lookout for that. So
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody for joining
us.
Okay.
Happy Black History Month, fellas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Close it out strong.
Fight the power.
Close it out strong.
Close it out strong, baby. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. We'll see you next time.
All right. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Peace.